talk about issues that concern the state, void of politics, fear, or favor. An Accra Circuit Court has granted bail to TikTok personality Prince Ofori, known as Fante Comedy, in a sum of 100,000, with three sureties. Two of the sureties must be gainfully employed, according to the court's ruling. As part of the bail conditions, the suspect is required to submit his passport to the police until the court determines otherwise. Fante Comedy was arrested on Tuesday, August 12, together with two others in connection with allegation of issuing a death threat and publishing false news linked to the August seat helicopter crash. So the arrest forms part of ongoing investigations by the Ghana Police Service and other security agencies following the heightened public discourse and misinformation surrounding the incident. The case was heard in court where the accused pleaded for bail through his counsel. Presiding over the case, the judge granted with stipulated conditions and adjourned proceedings to August 25th, where the accused is expected to reappear. When I saw this yesterday, I was not happy. These are people who took their phone, bought data, and the only educative information they can put out there is to threaten the life of our president, is to paint a different picture about the incident that got the whole country devastated. Last week, Wednesday, yesterday was exactly 1 week when we had that very bad news. In fact, our day was messed up. And as the families of these deceased are trying their possible best to recover from the trauma, you took your phone, bought data, and then threatened the life of the president. And the only thing you can say was that the president deserved to be in that sack, not the people in the helicopter. And that President Mahama would die. Yes, Sami Jemfi is supposed to die. They don't see any reason why he should be alive. See, if you are talking about someone who practices witchcraft or someone who is a wizard, it's not what we see on television with long nails, chanting and doing stuff. No. Sometimes your behavior even depicts you as a witch. Your behavior depicts you as a wizard. You don't need to go and buy egg and be chanting for people to see that you're a witch. No. As a citizen, who gave you that audacity? Freedom of speech, yes, we know. But does that mean that you should cross more than you're supposed to do? What we saw was very bad. And the woman among them, you're a mother. A mother. If someone should say such thing concerning your son, will you be happy? As a mother, will you be happy? You should be the one even educating these people and telling them that what they are doing is a wrong thing. I was expecting these people to be jailed. This one, they don't deserve to be granted bail. No. These people are supposed to be jailed with hard labor. Even if I was saying that even if it is 1 week or 1 month, hard labor. When they are being released, they will know how to communicate. In fact, I'm not sure they'll even be on social media. But you are granting these people bail. Why will you grant them a bail? Why? I don't understand. They were arrested and then that day you have granted the person bail and you still adjourn the case to appear on 25th August. Why? It's sad. And that is the beginning of what we have been seeing. Cases go to court, they keep adjourning till you, the one following the case, you lose interest and then it ends there. And that is why we have fueled and energized these people to speak on big platforms, insult leaders, insult political leaders, and they feel it's okay. And this didn't start within this term of the president. It started way back during the previous administration. I remember when 3 SHS students or 4 SHS students insulted President Akuf-Addo, insulted her mother, insulted him, said all manner of things. And I can't remember that in fact, they expelled them from school. And then I saw a video where they came out pleading with the president, calling on the education minister to come and intervene, and that they don't know what they were doing. They were doing this for trend. Look at this. Wait. Look at all this. And these people are following the steps of the so-called people we call leaders. After these incidents, I've seen a lot of people, political officials, saying that the way in which these people were arrested was bad. And I was like, a whole political respected official sit on a national television. And then you say this, that they were arrested in a Rambo style. What is that? You are actually encouraging these people to do more. Is that how our politics have got into politics? Now, didn't you think, but we don't think properly. In fact, we don't think properly at all. We think out of the box. And that is why anybody at all, these people that have spoken, that have threatened the life of President Mahama, let's go and do a background research. And let's see whether they've acquired quarter of what President Mahama and his family has acquired. Freedom of speech, Ghana, we are abusing it. It's becoming too much. It's becoming too much. The people you sit down, insult them because you believe you are entitled to a particular political party. When they are arrested, we will see whether they will bring you food in the prison there to eat. Even with this one that they've granted him bail, whether it is his own money, whether someone came to pay it for him, I don't really know. But when you get in there, we will see whether the party you claim to be a faithful foot soldier of that party, and so you can mess and fool about. When you get in there and you are being tortured, we will see whether they will come in there to plead on your behalf. It's about time we start using people as an scapegoat. These people, they don't deserve to be granted bail. No. If we grant them bail, then it means that we are setting a pace for others to follow. Former IGP Dampari, you are not more occupying your position, but this morning I salute you, because when this man was appointed as an IGP, this thing was quite rampant, but he brought a stop to it. He warned them, and it wasn't so rampant. So to the current IGP, Mr. Tete Yohonu, please, there is a lot to do. There is a lot to do. It's becoming unbecoming. And because we trend on negative issues, trend on negative topics, I can just pick my phone, start insulting people, and within a twinkle of an eye, I'll get like 1,000 millions of followers, 1,000 millions of likes. People keep sharing. Why do you want to trend on a negative path? You want to trend at the expense of someone's pain. We are humans, so we are humans. We should be in the shoes of the president and see how it feels like. Losing 8 people you have assigned, not for your personal gain, but for the gain of the country, and then they lost their life. Just imagine the kind of trauma he's going through. And then you sit on your in fact, not only them, all those acclaimed men of God, everybody should be silenced. Everybody should be silenced. It's becoming too much. Why? And because we don't arrest you, so you feel like, yes, and then you get away with it. Please, arrest them. Don't grant them bail. They shouldn't be granted a bail. Even if they'll be granted a bail, they should go in there, have a feel of what it takes to be in there. It's a little spicy torture. Then when you come out, even if they are talking about sensitive matters, when they ask you, be like, because you know what you've experienced there. So we put things in order and hold these people by their horns. It is not going to stop. Please, Please, these people do not need to be bailed. They need to be jailed. Thank you for making time with me on the bill.